A real gentleman is not the one who simply opens the door for a woman or the one who pulls the chair the way how we are so used to see. Yes, of course, these are good deeds. And if you are a man and you do those things, it is very okay, kudos, keep it up. But being a real gentleman entails so much. And this is exactly what we are going to talk about in today's episode. Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nasra Hassan and this is Real Life Perspective. Before we dive in, if you find value in the content that we create, or if the videos that we make inspire you in one way or another, kindly consider subscribing as a way to support us and to encourage us to keep serving you better and also to keep inspiring you. Thank you. A real gentleman does not borrow money from a woman that he's dating, especially when you are still at a dating stage. Bro, never do that. It's a taboo. You should stop. Never borrow money from a woman that you're dating. I understand that sometimes life can be difficult. You may be in need of money and maybe you are trying to raise a certain amount of money, maybe to do something or to start a new project. It is understandable, but I want to implore you to never borrow money from a woman that you're dating if you really want to be considered as a real gentleman. It doesn't mean that you can't borrow money. You can borrow money, but if you really want to borrow money, consider borrowing money from at least your relatives, your siblings, your guys around, your parents if you can, but never borrow money from a lady that you are dating. The reason being, there's the way how it takes away your sense of leadership, because when you're a man, you're supposed to be a leader. You are like superior here. It takes away that sense of power, because as a man, you have to command power, respect. As a man, the ego is something important, not that exaggerated one, not that one that comes from the toxic masculinity, but that sense of I believe in myself as a man, I believe I can do, like believing in yourself. That, in other words, that self-esteem. There's the way how it takes away that. There's the way how it just changes the things in terms of how she sees you, how she perceives you. So if you really want to be considered as a real gentleman, this is something that you really need to consider stopping. If you really want to borrow money, you can borrow from your friends, from your groups, from your workmates. You can't fail to get people to borrow you, but don't do that with a woman that you're dating. And number two, a real gentleman does not complain about providing for a woman. A woman is a receiver. That's the nature, and this is not something that you can change. It's actually embarrassing hearing a man who complains about providing for a woman. As a man, you must learn that even if she earns more than you, as a man, it is your responsibility to provide for that woman. Whether she's your girlfriend, whether she's your wife, it is your responsibility to give her some money to spend. And something that you need to know as a man, unlike men, women will have so many needs. Apart from the physical needs, things like maybe the physical appearance, clothes, shoes, makeup, eyelashes and stuff, nails and hair, we have emotional needs. We have biological needs, because women, we are created differently from men. And this explains the fact that a man's money is our money and a woman's money is her money. It is okay for a woman to work and keep her money for herself, because there are some other needs that you don't even need to know about. Yes, if she's your girlfriend or if she's your wife, she respects you, she considers you as a husband or as a boyfriend, but there are some feminine needs that you really don't need to know. And as a matter of fact, and sometimes it might entail money, and sometimes it might just entail emotional support. So for women, a man is not capable of satisfying women's emotional need. It doesn't mean that men, you are incapacitated. It simply means that because of the nature, the way how women we are wired versus the way how men are wired, for us women, we need a man, but also we need another woman, at least, who can help us to deal with our emotional needs. For a man, yes, you can do something, but you cannot fully help a woman, whether it's your wife or your girlfriend. You cannot help her to satisfy her emotional needs. Yes, financial needs, you can do that, but emotional needs as a man, you cannot. It is not because you are incapable, but it is simply because men, as you are wired, you are not emotionally strong enough to take or to deal with the women's emotional needs, whereas the vice versa is possible. For example, me, my husband or my boyfriend cannot be my bestie. It means I need a husband or a boyfriend, but also I need another fellow woman whom we can resonate together. You get? But for a man, it is very easy for a man to have his woman, his wife or girlfriend as a bestie, because women, we have emotional strength to bear men's emotional need. We can deal with that. It's very easy for a woman to deal with men's shenanigans. It's just very simple. It's just, let's say he's feeling low, he's not feeling well. Just simple, nice meal and some cuddling in the sitting room, and maybe a little more in the bedroom, and in the morning everything is all right. I'm not a saying, I'm just saying this is how God created us, and this is what makes the world interesting. It's not a problem, it's not a big deal. So it's just a matter of us women to learn to understand how men are wired, and men on the other hand to get to understand how women we are wired, so that we can coexist and so that we can have a well harmonized relationship, a well harmonized community and families. Yeah, and that will be based on how much we get to understand how both genders are wired. It's very easy for us women to deal with men's emotional needs than it is easy for a man to deal with women's emotional needs. And all this explains the fact that women need to have their own money, and it is very okay as a gentleman. You need to understand that it is okay for a woman to have her own money. She needs her money, and she needs her money for herself. She needs her money for her physical and emotional needs, because not all the needs, not every time a woman needs you to be involved in her needs. So you need to respect that. And as a real gentleman, if you really have a woman and she does not have a female friend, it is your responsibility to help her get her a female friend. You are not only doing it for her, but you are doing it for yourself, because when she does not have a female friend, it means you are the one who are going to take all her shenanigans, and it is so hard for you. It is too much for you, believe me. As much as men are that strong, muscular and all that, but emotionally men are not that strong. So sometimes women, we tend to forget, and we be putting all our emotional luggage, we throw them on them. We expect that if you have a man, if you have a boyfriend or a husband, he's going to be your bestie, he's going to be your friend, he's going to be your... Men do not really have so much strength for that. Men's mind is wired so differently from ours. You cannot sit with a man and start gossiping and start talking about lipstick and start talking about a client who did not make your makeup well, who did not, I don't know, put your eyelashes well, things like that. It might be maybe meaningful for you, but for a man it feels like it feels like you are just, I don't know, but I need men to also come in and clarify this. As a real gentleman, that's why you shouldn't complain about providing for her, even if she has her money and she keeps it and she needs more from you. If you have, give her money. Okay. Number 3, a real gentleman does not indulge in unnecessary fights or beefs, especially with women or even with fellow men. You will find sometimes some men have beefs here, they are gossiping about other men, they are having unnecessary jealousy about their fellow men. That is too trivial for a man. If you are that kind of a man, then there is something wrong with you. You have to check within you. You have to check why you are like that and start doing the work if necessary. And if you find yourself in a situation that might cause you to maybe fight, make sure you walk away. It's going to help you to avoid the situation to escalate and maybe end up in fight, and you end up regretting later on, and you don't want to end up like that. That's why you need to walk away. In case you're finding yourself in a situation and it is escalating, there's so much exchange here and there, make sure as a gentleman you walk away. I actually made a video on how to develop emotional intelligence. Make sure you check it out so that you learn more about how to manage your emotion. Number 4, a real gentleman must be kind. Not only you must be kind to a person that you are dating, but you must be kind to everyone. You must be kind to all the people, to the children, to the disadvantaged people, just to all the people, to the humanity in general. You must be kind. I don't know about other women, but as for me, I find it more sexier when a man with all his power, with all his muscles, a man is kind, tender, and soft spoken. Even when there's something wrong, he knows how to compose himself and to express himself about his needs, about any problem. Let's say there's something wrong, he will just talk to me calmly. Babe, there's something wrong, you have done this and that, and I don't like it. And it is very easy for a woman to respect such a man than a man when there's something wrong, they just have to be violent and, violent, rude. It is very hard to respect such a man. But a man who is kind, a man who is soft spoken, a man who is tender, to me, I find that man sexy, and I really like that. I really like such men. And to me, that is the kind of a man that I would easily submit to and respect. Number 5, which is last but not least, hygiene. I've talked so much about hygiene on this channel, and I will not stop talking about hygiene. A real gentleman must maintain his hygiene. Believe me, no woman respects a man who does not take care of himself, a man who does not look clean, a man who looks shabby, a man who has a smelly breath, a man who stinks. No woman, and it shouldn't be only about a woman. I don't think there is anyone who will respect such a person. And even if it is an employer who really wants to give you a job, if you are a man who is shabby, someone has to hold their breath while they are next to you simply because you stink, because you don't shower, because you don't take care of yourself. You may even miss opportunities, because it is even hard for you to attract opportunities. It is hard for you to attract good thing, even good women. No good woman will even bear that kind of a man. Who? If you really want to be considered a real gentleman, take care of yourself. And this does not even need someone to have a lot of money. Things like waking up in the morning, take shower, organize your bed, lay your bed at least. It does not have to be in a decorative way, like the way how women do, like it has to be like you have to put flowers here and there. Oh no, just in a manly way. Because I mean, as women women are naturally homemakers. So you don't have to do that in a decorative or professional. But let's say as a man, you live in a room. It might be even a single room. but you live somewhere, you sleep somewhere, make sure that somewhere where you spend time, where you spend the night, it is just clean. At least mop or sweep, at least something like, at least wash your shirt, even if it is one or two, wash them, let them look clean. You can just look presentable, not for anyone but for you. When you look good, you feel good, and you attract abundance, and you attract good things. Good things may not come your way if you look shabby, because when you don't look presentable, when you look shabby, when you look disorganized, it even explains the fact that even your life is disorganized. Shave your external and intimate hair. What are you leaving your hair for? Especially your intimate hair. Why are you leaving it? What are you going to do with it? Are you going to grow beans there? Of course, shave. Don't shave simply because your girlfriend is coming, but shave because you want to feel clean, because you feel clean when you shave. You have to feel good. Please shave, please keep cleanliness. And this is all I had for you today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this information has helped you in one way or another. And if so, kindly leave the comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you've learned, or tell me what I've missed talking about. And if you resonate with this video, kindly give it a thumb up, and don't forget to share as a way to support my YouTube channel. This will encourage me to keep inspiring you, and from real life perspective, we can't wait to see you in the next episode. Until then, it's a wrap. My name is Nasra Hassan. Bye. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.